Describe what you see in detail.
Sand. The beach is bright aqua blue color water.
Wonderful. Tell me more.
There's palm trees. There's sailboats. There's a hammock. Sand is soft. Really soft and damp and white. The breeze is fresh in your face. The mist in the breeze.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the sun on your skin.
Wonderful. Are there any smells?
Yeah, it smells like sand, like wet sand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Tell me about the vegetation in this place.
There's palm trees. Under the palm trees, there's the grassy parts. There's coconuts that fell down that are there.
Mm-hmm.
There's little ponds, water that are even brighter blue, like Pacific Ocean blue, at the base of the palm trees, like puddles that are built there.
The base of the palm trees is blue?
Base of the palm trees that has puddles of blue, bright blue water that are within the sand.
Ah, okay. Okay. Beautiful. What else calls your attention about this beautiful place?
Somebody's trying to get my attention. Somebody off to my left.
Okay. So can you turn that way to see who it is?
It's a being off to my left.
Okay. And can you see him or her?
Not. Yes and no. Not entirely. I just feel it and I know it, but it's blocked out.
Okay, so you feel it and know it. Perfect. And what do you feel from this being?
Love.
Wonderful.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Beautiful.
It's reassuring me it's gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trying to tell me to calm down as my heart is pounding.
Ah. Okay. Well, I'm glad they're here to help me with that. That's wonderful.
Bigger than me. A lot bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the outline. I can't make out what he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like.
But it sounds like you can communicate with that being since you're able to hear or know or feel to calm down, right? Mm-hmm. So since you can communicate with it, can you ask who it is?
It's a an amphibious being.
Mm,
It's like what we would call a frog.
okay.
But everything
Wonderful.
still a little blocked out. It's hard to get exact. I just know it's an amphibious being. That's what we call a frog.
Right, right. And that's okay. You don't have to see it. Knowing sometimes and feeling sometimes is the way to go. So slowly you'll start seeing them as you get used to this. And as your body calms down, you'll be able to see them clearly.
I can see it a little bit.
Hmm. It's almost like your eyes will acclimate to that density that you've moved into. So let your body and let your eyes acclimate to that density and that body. And just what other feelings or knowing do you get from this amphibious being?
That's his home. That's our
Mm,
home.
okay, that's her home. Okay, wonderful. And where is this home located?
Glutok.
Okay, where is that? Is that in the galaxy that we're in?
No.
Okay. So this place, it almost sounds like looks very similar to Earth.
It's like our Caribbean or Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how is this being connected to Joe?
Serious. This is serious.
Mm,
Serious B.
Series B. Okay. Wonderful. So are you here to take Joe somewhere?
Yes and no.
Okay. Explain.
What you consider taking is not what we're doing. We don't take. We
Okay.
offer.
Ah, okay.
Offering wisdom and knowledge and experience. Just an experience.
Wonderful.
No one, there is no taking. Just an experience.
Right. I meant as in taking him to another place, moving him to another place. That's what I meant by
We're all on
taking.
multi-level. We're all on other places right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Okay.
already on this place. I don't need to take him. He's on this place. He's in this place, whether he knows it or not.
Ah, okay. So, you're talking about his multidimensionality then.
Yes.
Okay. So is this a
Different aspects of the soul. I believe
okay.
you were speaking about this earlier. I believe you were
Yes.
speaking of this earlier. Different aspects of the soul are incarnated on different planets.
Okay. So it is a concurrent incarnation.
That's correct.
Okay. So is he an amphibian being with you in the same place?
Yes.
Okay. And what does he do there?
He's a scientist.
Oh, okay. Tell me more. What does he do?
He's one of our high scientists. He studies everything. He's very inquisitive, just like in his lifetime now.
Ah, okay. Wonderful.
He wanted to learn what it was like to come down and be a human.
Okay. So is this his first
He was given
incarnation?
permission. He was given permission
Okay.
to come down
Uh-huh.
and live as human as it is difficult for us. The vibrational change is extremely difficult for us to incarnate as humans.
Mm, okay.
We live in the fifth density.
Ah, okay. Fifth density.
This is different than dimensionality, fifth density.
Right. Yes. So you are in the fifth density of this dimension that we're in.
I'm in the fifth. Your query is difficult to comprehend as your vocabulary has misconstruing conception.
Ah, okay.
We understand things differently. The density is of 5. The dimension is of 9.
Okay. So you're in the your fifth density being in the ninth dimension.
I'm having a fifth density experience. I'm having a fifth density experience on my planet. However, my higher soul aspect of myself, which you refer to, is ninth dimensional.
Ah, okay.
I'm having many experiences on many different planets. Joseph is under veil. He does not realize.
Okay. So what else do you want him to know?
He's doing a good job. We understand it's difficult to be in a very low dimension, a third dimensional frequency. They were with him. He's on the right track. Continues to listen to his intuition, and we are here.
That's
I am
wonderful.
here.
That's wonderful.
We are a
So
social memory complex, and he can access us at any point. He's an aspect of our social memory complex. We learn through his experiences on that difficult planet, at that difficult time. We're learning so much about you people, your people.
so does he send you the information unbeknownst to him?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because his experiences are filtered through the body mind complex, through our social memory complex.
Okay.
So as he experiences them, we experience them. We experience his pain, we experience his anguish, we experience his joy, we experience his love.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're
That's
a very connected race.
that's wonderful. So what is his mission here? What exactly is his mission? He feels like there's something he needs to be doing.
As a scientist, his mission is to study the peoples of Earth, to revert back, to raise the vibration of Earth like all other wanderers that are here at the current time.
So is that something that he's doing right now? Or does he need to be
Yes,
doing something different?
yes, unbeknownst to him, he is doing all of this. He's spreading love at a magnitude unknown to your peoples at this time.
That's wonderful.
His vibration frequency is changing the immediate people around him, whether he knows it or not. It's triggering a response in the human collective. It's triggering a response in the human collective that is not seen yet by your peoples.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, I don't know why he thought he wasn't doing his purpose or his mission.
It is a very difficult. It is very difficult for our peoples, like I mentioned, to incarnate as in on your planet.
Mm-hmm.
We the way we perceive and express love is very different, as we don't have the form that you have. Our form is different. Our expressions are different. Our emotions and feelings are different. Because of this, sometimes there's a lot of confusion, especially under the veil.
Mm-hmm.
But he's doing a very, very good job.
Wonderful. So where do you think his allergies come from?
He's sensitive to the vibrational change. He was right. The vibrational change, as stated in the book he was referring to, it manifests itself in allergies and sensitivities.
Mm,
We are a very sensitive race as we live beneath the ocean and on land. We need to be sensitive to all weather and climate changes.
Okay. Wonderful. So what do you think
However,
was
there is
it,
many pollutants. There are
mm,
many pollutants on your planet.
yes.
There are many pollutants on your planet that then our body will try to could not handle, and the expression of himself that is us will manifest itself on your density and dimension as what you call an allergy, but it is a positive feed, and others have not seen yet. He's beginning to see it as a positive because it's sensitive to all things in your realm, things that your peoples are unbeknownst to you or around you. Sensitivity is a positive to all your people because you all are starting to wake up to the fact that there are things that your eyes are not seeing, and the allergies are an indicator and a catalyst for you to wake up to those things that are in the air, things that are beneath your feet. There's so many things.
Yeah, for sure. So are you able to adjust his health through an implant or anything like that?
No, we do not use them.
Okay.
We are very organic beings. We don't use the type of technology that you use on Earth. We
Okay.
we believe in plants and what you refer to as animals, and the organicness of what you would refer to as your mother Earth. This is
Okay.
our healing. Our healing comes from what you refer to as your mother. Our mother gives us our healing. We don't
Mhm.
use technological, what you are referring to as technological advancements of forms of mechanical and machinery. We don't use this. This is not custom to our planet. Our planet is very natural, and our planet is beautiful. But we have everything on our planet given to us by our mother, and we utilize all organic forms and aspects of our mother as our technology, loose loose term.
Mhm. Okay.
There are other beings here that wish to speak to Joseph.
Okay, wonderful.
There's a
Who wants to speak next?
there's a list of beings here. There's a triangle. There's a triangle head, yellow being.
Okay.
It's a golden triangle. Golden
Mhm.
triangle being your people's reverse. Golden triangle being. Sphere being aligned. And the sphere being aligned.
Wonderful. So let's talk to him.
He can communicate through me.
Okay, great.
The vibrational change is too difficult because he is a very high, very high density being.
Okay. What
Vibrational change will not be. You would not be able to communicate with Joseph at this present state.
Okay. And what density is he in?
Sixth, seventh, and the sixth transitional seventh density.
Okay. 6th, 7th density. Okay, wonderful. And I want to thank him for being here and for talking to us. What does he want to tell Joe today?
Continue on your path. We will continue to have faith. We will continue to put things in front of you. Continue on your path. The things that you think, the things that you feel are real. We had cut communication because your vibration dropped too low because you're depressed. However, we've never left you. You are one of us. You'll always be one of us. When you return, you will accompany us again. You'll be part of our collective. You are part of our collective. He's another aspect of us. This is, by us, I mean Joseph and
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're talking about the Sphere Alliance Collective?
This is the Sphere Being Alliance, which is the 5 members, 5 group, what you call species. There's 5 species in this group.
Okay.
Golden Triangle. Golden Triangle. There's no name. They don't have a name on this. This is difficult. This is why she cannot communicate directly to Joseph, because they don't use this form of communication, and the vibrations way too.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
filtering down through me, through our levels.
Wonderful. Okay, that's great.
There's also Blue Avian and Sphere Being Alliance. It's part of the Sphere Being Alliance.
Okay.
There are
Uh,
3 other groups.
okay. And are they here also wanting to talk to Joe?
Yes.
Wonderful. So are we done talking with the triangle head being?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so who are we speaking to next?
Blue Avian.
Okay,
Joseph.
well, go ahead.
they know, they know his personality. This is what he most resembles on this lifetime. This is what he's closest to.
Wonderful.
They're
So
giving
what?
him love.
Oh,
They're giving him love right now through his body
uh,
complex.
wonderful. And what is their connection to Joseph?
Joe is Blue Avian. He has many incarnations and many lifetimes, all at the present time. It's very unusual, actually, for your planet. It's very unusual for your planet. Normally, people under the veil do not have this many incarnations at the same time because it's very difficult vibration. However, he has sacrificed to lower his vibration from the highest density before returning to the 8th octave, come down to the 3rd dimension to bring his love frequency to all, for the Mother Earth, and for our our one infinite creator, our God creator. Spreading the law of one. This this is Blue Avian term for the law of connectedness.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All interconnectedness. There are some distortions in the writings. Distortions in the writings were due to Carla, because of her understanding at the limited time of 1980 and 1981, when the channeling took place. There was limited knowledge in these terminology experiences at that time. The vernacular was not there. It had to be simplified, and then simplification, this causes distortions in the delivery. The main distortion is service to others. As Joseph has pointed out within his group, it's service to others as well as yourself. You're seeing yourself as the creator, but also seeing all others as aspects of the one true creator as well. This is a major distortion in this book. Others feel that if you're just in service to others, you are serving the creator. You are, however, you're not fulfilling your full path in its entirety. You're not seeing yourself as the creator. One must see all as aspects of the creator. Joseph's vibrational change is very difficult for these higher entity beings. That's
Mm-hmm.
in his
Mm-hmm.
body.
Right. Yeah.
The vibrational change is very high.
Yeah. Completely understandable. So then it sounds like he is also, so while he's being Joseph, he's also being um, an amphibian being. He's being
Glutokian. Glutokian.
Utopian.
Glutokian.
Glutopian.
Glutok, Glutok,
Wait,
K-A-I-N.
GLU.
Glutoki. Sorry, G, slow your speed. Glutokian.
Okay. So he's
Glutokian.
a Glutokian. He's a triangle head. He's also a blue avian.
Yes.
Okay, so he has all these incarnations going on at one
This
time,
is
huh?
extremely unusual for your peoples. And he
Yeah.
feels it. This is extremely unusual because those higher density beings are being held like a parachute from him at the lower dimension standpoint and lower density. However, it also works in reverse. He's helped bringing up everyone on your planet that's at the lower dimension, on the lower densities, because he's acting as a how do you say spring, as a spring, as a spring to spring you guys into the higher density. So he's chosen and taken the sacrifice to incarnate as a unit from the higher dimension with the risk knowing that it will lower his vibration. He would be susceptible to such things that he has and knows that he has undergone and continues to undergo.
Yeah.
He's doing well. He's doing well. His job, he will succeed. He does not fail.
So why did he pick a family that was so low vibrational?
He needed the catalyst. There was no way in such a short time frame because your peoples live at a very, very, very short time. There had to be a multitude of catalysts to be brought to him at such a short time, one after another, wave upon wave of learning and learning and learning. There's no way in the amount of time that your lifetime currently is with under 120 years that he would have been able to had enough experience to awaken him to the vibrational frequencies of his true self, and he would not be able to spread this knowledge slash information slash learning slash teaching slash wisdom slash vibration to other aspects of his earthly self.
Mm.
This was a these are multitude of catalysts. He had multiple lifetimes within one lifetime on your earth, what your people would describe to be multiple lives. At the same time, on your multiple experiences, to understand to have the full human experience. He decided to have the full human experience in one lifetime. He needed to have all the human trauma, all the human despair, desperation, but also reach for sovereignty. He needed this so that he could yearn for sovereignty, all while still having and holding the love frequency, no matter what happened, holding the love frequency. This is He's been very successful holding the love frequency.
Wonderful. Okay. So basically everything that has happened to him to up to now has happened to him for the learning and the lesson.
For the learning and the lessons, but the catalyst is the key word, the catalyst, because you need the catalyst to awaken those aspects in him, to awaken the aspects. They hold the key.
Mm.
They hold the key to awakening aspects inside of him and gaining the wisdom to then filter down to other aspects of their self, so he can
Mm.
relate, so he can be on all multitude of levels relating to a multitude of various different humans from different ethnicities and different cultures and races, and he's done this very well.
Wonderful. So if he's incarnated as all these really high vibrational beings, is this the only human incarnation that he has going on at this time?
Yes and no. At this time, yes. At this now moment, yes. Over the You see, it is difficult because as a human, you share a social memory complex. So there are, when you say you've had previous lifetimes, those lifetimes are all happening at the same time. And
Right.
because there's an interconnectedness, you may remember yourself as Cleopatra, for example. However, you were not Cleopatra. An aspect of your soul collective was Cleopatra, which then in disincarnate form you can connect into. So to you, it feels very real under the veil that you were the aspect of that, having bits and pieces of the information that you were Cleopatra. However, you were not Cleopatra. You were and you were not at the same time. You were because on a soul level, there's an aspect of your soul collective, or as the group consciousness mind through the akashic, which then you are able to access, where through the eyes of the incarnation of Cleopatra at the time. However, the way that you guys perceive that you solely were the past version, well, what you perceive the past version, which is really a co-occurring version, is inaccurate at best.
Mm. I mean, I would love to ask you to explain it, but I just don't know if I would grasp it. Um,
This these sessions could be available in the future. We're making connection with Joseph, and we'll continue to raise his vibration. He is on the right path. He knows what he has to do to continue to raise his vibration, because our vibrational frequency is such within a range with is so not accessible at the given time. He has been releasing himself of things that are holding him back his vibrational frequency down. For example, caffeine. For example, what you refer to as weightlifting supplementation. I know he's spoken to you about this through the meats, any type of inhalation of substances that your peoples do, alcohol, beer. Um, there are other term curse words. What you say, curse words, lower vibrational frequency, curse words. Peoples, place, things, uh, certain drinks, any artificial sweeteners. Has been downloaded this list, and he is slowly this list. He is slowly been eradicating. He will continue to grow. As we said earlier, he does not fail. He is coming here on his mission, and he will accomplish his mission. Any other human, it would have been extremely difficult for him to make it.
so let me go back to something you said real quick. You said curse words are low vibrational?
Yes,
Really?
yes,
Huh.
yes. The curse. Would you care for me to explain?
Hmm?
Would you care for me to explain?
Yeah, please do. This is very interesting.
The curse holds a frequency, which is where the word curse in your language comes from. When you curse somebody, you're actually hurting them with a vibrational sound complex coming from the mouth and geared through the imagery in your mind to the person, which you're holding in your mind's eye. When you do this, you're bombarding the person with the negative waves of what you refer to as the curse. Those waves crash upon the shores of their mind, and they do damage. They lower the vibrational frequency of not only you, but the person that you are hitting, if there's not proper protection in place, and then proper transmutation from the person receiving the then, as you refer to as the words you refer to as.
Oh, but what if you're not saying it to someone? What if you stub your toe and you say the word? Or what if you, like, it's not towards someone, it's just like, I don't know, like,
You mean just if you say a word in lack of another word as far as a description or emphasis? Is the
yeah,
word you're referring to?
yeah.
See, in your language, your peoples will come to understand that words still hold a frequency, one unbeknownst to you. The intention is more important than the word. So yes, the intention is really where the frequency is held. What your peoples have not learned is that the words hold the frequency due to the intention placed upon the word. And even therefore, it is under the group consensus that when you say let's say F word, that is a negative word. The group consensus mind has decided that is a negative word. Therefore, when you say it, it is by very definition of group consciousness a negative word. Even if it is not directed towards anyone, the negativity is leaving your mouth into ether, and it will then reverberate through the ether in your field.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is back to the group mind. Your peoples are developing a social memory complex, as Joseph calls it, or a group mind. A group mind is something that you all agree upon. Words are a part of this agreement.
mm, okay. All right. That's good to know.
You're waking up to this fact now.
Yes, I
Not
am.
you
Thank you.
specifically. Not you
You mean the
specifically, but
people,
other
the
people.
people, the people. Absolutely. Beautiful. I love this. Okay. So,
Like vibrational change.
yes. So
We do
what
not like speaking of these things. We do not like speaking of these things. It is for for it is difficult for Joseph to be in a place where he is as is, and when speaking of these things, he feels the vibrational frequency of the word. He
mm,
feels what it does to him when it is placed upon him and when it is in his field. This is why he chose the father he had, is to have those experiences, to then be open to the experiences, to learn from the experiences, and to feel. Because in your place, in your planet, the feelings, there are so many feelings and so many emotions that other planets and places do not have. And we are unaccustomed to it. We did not know, and we are learning that the vibration that the word holds has such a strong impact upon the recipient, upon the then cursed word. We are learning this. We have learned
yeah, wow. Yeah, that's a new learning for me. Um, okay, that's good to know. So what else is he um what else what's on that list? Um,
this. May I say, Archangel Michael is here.
oh, wonderful. Does he want to
He
talk
knows the
to?
list. He is nudging me to come in. We are constantly making vibrational changes to Joseph's field, and this is representing itself in the body convulsions.
Yes.
He is in no pain. He knows this is a
Yes.
muscular. This is a muscular issue.
Yeah, yes, yes. I do this enough that I know.
There you go. Ha ha ha. Hmm.
uh, yeah, this happens
Archangel Michael
a
is here.
lot. Wonderful.
Archangel Michael speaking. I could speak through Joseph. I do not need a translator. Thank you very much. I do not need a translator. I do not mean that to be facetious towards other aspects of Joseph. Joseph sometimes, Joseph sometimes will think he can do it all. he
Yeah.
he he does do a very good job. He is here working with us, the angels. He knows that we speak to him every day. He speaks to us every day. We're here to commend
Wonderful.
him on. We're here to commend him for the job that he's doing. Continue to do your job. We speak through a lot of other beings and entities upon your planet. He is a very strong soul.
Yes, that he is. And so,
He has
um,
my armor of protection. He has my
yeah.
armor of protection.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's fantastic.
He needs to keep himself out of the the club scene, out of the nightclub scene, away from drugs and alcohol. He knows these things. You were referring to a list, and this is when I decided this was a good segue for me to step in. Because the list has been downloaded into Joseph, and he is doing what he needs to do to rid his body of these dangerous chemicals upon your planet. We are sick of hearing about them on our plane. We do not judge. We are here to spread our light and love to all our brothers and sisters incarnated on the earth plane at this time. Do you have a question, Elisa?
I do. Um, so how do you work with him? Just are you his protection or is there
Through
anything
his dreams,
else that you do?
through his dreams, I am his protection as well, along with some of the other archangels, some dreams. I do work with him through his dreams. He does not remember.
Okay. And so let's talk about his dreams because he was saying that they're just plain old regular dreams and he wasn't sure why it is that he doesn't see you guys or he doesn't have like,
If
apparitions
we were
or
if we were to show in our form in his dreams, there would be no filtration mechanism that you guys currently have to see what the light that we hold. So this is at the current stage in your evolution is blacked out, but
mm,
do not let it be. Do not let it be. Do not let it be known that we are not working in people's dream states. Joseph being one of many, many people that we work with. However, due to stigma and dogma, right now we have felt, and it has been decided to, for this aspect and part of us, through the assisting through the dream state, to be black, what you refer to, white out, or black, not white because that implies negative connotation. It's more of a just blacked out, not
Okay.
accessible is a better word, not accessible. However,
Right.
that does not decree that we have erased anything or we add anything. It just is not available or not accessible. However, that being said, when you guys make the leap and the jump, these all this information and all of the things that have been filtered down through the roots of the mind will be accessible to all, and as well as communication with not one but all of us at any given time that the mind feels ready and or necessary to make the communication.
Hmm. Fantastic.
We will
So
have a very close relationship with you in your the next aspect of your journey.
awesome. So
We
then
have a close
is
relationship now, but it will be well understood.
okay. And does he do anything during his dream state? Like some people here, like when they dream, they're really doing other work, like
Yes, he's a
people.
healer.
Yeah. Okay. So he's
He's a
going,
healer. He heals others in
okay.
his dream. True.
Okay.
This is why it is too difficult to have the memory of this. This would be very difficult to have these memories. He knows he wakes up tired.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he thinks it's because of a growth hormone supplement that he's taking. I mean, a growth hormone supplement. It is not. It is because he is busy throughout his nightlife, healing others, other aspects of himself, and other aspects of yourself.
Okay. So I figured he was doing some work during the nighttime.
He's a very busy soul. Very eager
Wonderful.
to progress. One of the more eager souls to progress. Does not
So,
like staying in one place for a long time.
right. That's beautiful. So is he had a vision where he was lifted above many beings that said to him, "We are with you. We are one."
We are here, yes.
And is that all of you guys, or what did it represent?
This is what you refer to as the Galactic Federation of Worlds. The Galactic Federation of Worlds, I believe you're familiar with. There are
Yeah.
many different beings within this federation. And what he saw was representatives of those beings expressing their, he was right, admiration and love for humanity through Joseph, for him to filter down as he did through his group and through others he collects, the love and the connection, the connectedness that he has, you all have with this federation that you one day may, shall, and or will be a part of.
Very cool. Very cool.
I must commend you on your work as well, Lisa.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm blessed to be doing what I love. So the next thing is he saw somebody told him about a pantheon of gods around him waiting for him to ask for assistance. Is that also the same as what he saw?
No, yes and no. Um, they're involved in that, but it's not. That's more than, how can I say? There's the the pantheon when it was brought to him was referring to what he was led and nudged to know, which was the name Hathor. And the name Hathor was his mother at another time, but under another incarnation, another name. That is a mother god, mother goddess on your planet. That is
Mm.
the mother goddess on your planet. The mother earth goddess.
Oh,
She's many different names. That's,
so you're talking about our planet Gaia, Terra.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
That's Hathor?
yes. This is another name given to the Nordic region. Also in the
Oh,
Egyptian region. Also in the Egyptian gods.
okay. And so why was that name given to him? He heard that name. So why was that given to him?
Has gratitude. He gives gratitude to Mother Earth. Mother Earth is saying that she's here, receiving gratitude, and she's here to listen to any prayers that she needs to have.
Mm, okay.
And some more. Hmm.
And what about the word Solosi?
Solosni is a lifetime of Joseph's that he had in the 30s. This is not a
And
current lifetime. This is what you would perceive to be a past or a different dimensional lifetime. He's no longer incarnate.
okay. And what kind of beings
This,
were those?
those are what those are humanoid beings.
Ah, okay. Humanoid beings. So I know that he saw several lifetimes. I don't remember if when
Yes.
he was doing some stuff. Um,
Yes, the Iboga.
yes. Uh-huh. So, um, what were those lifetimes he saw there?
Okay, this I believe was spoken of earlier. There are through the what you referred to on your planet as the Akashic records. There is there the lifetimes living by all the group mind as accessible to anyone incarnated or disincarnated for that matter to access as their own. However, they are not direct incarnations as you would refer to, because once your incarnation has expired, that will go into what you refer to as a database, which is accessible to all.
Mm-hmm.
So it will feel as if those incarnations were yours. However, that is accessible to all. This is a very difficult concept from the level of understanding perception you're
Yeah,
dealing with.
I think Dolores Cannon call that imprinting. So, like some people, when they come, many, many of them pick the Mary, Mother of God imprint. So,
Mm.
quite often they'll think that that was a past life, but it wasn't. It's just an imprint they chose to have in their field.
This is similar, but it's a little different. It's a little
Okay.
different. Joseph is getting a little tired, and at this time, I'd like to connect him with his higher self.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. I am Archangel Michael. There is healing that must be done.
Absolutely. All right. Are we connected to Joseph's higher self?
Yes, there's healing that must be done on Joseph right now. I'm healing what he requested, the question he heard, the question that you asked of him, and he answered to, and you're
Yes.
fulfilling his wishes.
Wonderful. Okay. So what are you doing to heal him right now? So I can know what that looks like.
Sending loving energy sending loving energy through the green ray, which just was very familiar with, to his face and his
Okay.
neck and his knees, what he is requesting. Sending loving
Okay.
energy. We're asking people to send their loving energy and healing hands. You feel
Okay.
pain now, but this is what this is not pain, but he will feel discomfort in the
Mm-hmm.
form of moving the energy that has conglomerated in the area around and
Yes.
filtering it through the rest of his body. He's feeling better.
Okay, great.
I am Joseph's higher self. These are all my incarnations at the present time. I am here, and he is connected with me at all times.
Yes.
It's a matter of prayer and meditation, as your peoples are finding out more. Your peoples have being my peoples, being your peoples, which really are my.
So, what while you heal him, are you able to answer some questions?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Um, how is he connected to the Pleiadian woman that he saw in a vision?
The Palladian woman that he saw in a vision. I will have to get someone else in. Before I will tell you this, Elisa. Before we disembark, that question will be.
Okay. All right.
However, I don't feel that I am the one to answer that question. However, there is someone here.
Okay. So the next question is, how was he able to split
This
in?
is his wife. This is his wife.
Oh,
This is his
okay.
wife. Sorry, this is something. Sorry,
Okay.
this is what the Glutokian. This is his wife.
Okay. So is he incarnated as a Pleiadian?
He is incarnated. He is incarnated as being on a fifth dimensional field.
Okay.
You know, Joseph has many different lifetimes right now
Yes.
through different dimensions. He's what your peoples call go-getter,
Yeah.
achiever.
Yeah.
Mm. This is his wife watching the aspect of her. He is in a pod. He is in a pod. This is his wife watching over him.
Ah, okay. Okay.
She is concerned and worried for the vibrational frequency. He's getting upset.
Okay. That's good. That
He
is
is
good.
concerned and worried. She is concerned and worried. That is his other.
Why is she
This is
concerned?
because the vibration on it one is very difficult. And she
Yes.
feels it.
Ah, okay.
She feels his pain from this. She knows he has no access to who he really is. And when you love someone at the level that Palladian do, this is very hard for her to comprehend. She just doesn't remember how beautiful and wonderful and strong of a soul he is,
Mm-hmm.
and the mission that he has, and how successful he is in helping raise the consciousness of the earth just by merely being on. But this is the word that comes in your frequency is distraught.
Okay.
But she understands and knows that this is this is this is his plan and this is his decision. She will honor this decision, but it is difficult to watch.
Okay. Okay. And um he mentioned something about being Taigetan. Is that where he's
Yes, 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 yes.
okay?
This is nice.
Okay. So is that where
The planet
he
Target.
okay, yeah. So is that where she is?
She's in a ship.
She's in a ship. Okay.
She's in with the cylindrical ship.
Okay. And if he's in a pod, is he in? Is that where he is in Tayeta? In a pod?
Yes, yes, the pods are on the pod. The pods are not to leave the planet. Or if something happens to the ship, and something happens to the body, something happens to the soul,
Right.
safely.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Um, so can you explain to us how he was able to split into three different awarenesses when he was meditating the other
Yes,
day?
you all have this capability. It's a matter of intention. He doesn't realize the power that he has, similar to all Earthlings at this point, is the power is within you all the time, contingent upon the intention that you based upon, contingent upon the intention that is being, what's word? The intention that is being, there's no word. Hmm. The intention that is being directed, this lack of, similar to this word, it's more like geared up, charged through the emotion. It's more like charged. There's emotion charges the intention, and then the intention has to be directed, and once directed, then this is very possible for, and more for your peoples as well as other peoples on the planet and on other planets that are all aspects of the one true creator. They all have this capability. It's built into the spiritual matrix.
Mm, okay. So, but he didn't do it on purpose. Like he wasn't directing
No,
himself to do it. It just happened organically.
on an unconscious, on a conscious is a difficult question, because on a conscious level was not aware that on a subconscious or what your people's will be unconscious level he was to have that validation. So to be precise, he was intended. He just wasn't conscious what he's aware of intended,
Okay.
for he was intending to seek validation, seeking that working intention through the emotion of love.
Okay.
This is possible through the emotion of love. It is through the emotion of love you can direct and set the intention towards anything. Co-creation.
Wow. Amazing. All the things that we
You
can
you
do.
you know Joseph's wife. You you know of her.
I know her?
You know of her in
Uh,
another place, in another realm. You know of her.
oh,
You
wow.
The mission was set forth, and she watches both of you. There are many different people from this 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 planet, and not only planet, but this part of the galaxy here right now.
Mm, wow. Okay.
You are not close with this person, but you know of each other.
Okay. That's awesome. That's good to know.
That is all I'm at liberty to say about that situation.
Okay. So, what's Joseph's feelings about Jen, correct?
Joseph is correct in his feelings. She is an earthly. She is from Earth fully and entirely, from in her entirety. She is an organic, evolved Earth being. There, there is these things. They are not all like Joseph or yourself, and she is learning her lessons through Joseph. And Joseph has taken the sacrifice to do this out of love, and he is 100% certain. He is much more intelligent and certain with his certain with his thoughts and beliefs and understandings, not beliefs, with his knowings, than he gives himself credit for.
Mm, okay, good.
The
So,
device on Joseph's head had to be readjusted.
yeah, I heard it. That was very cool. So he wanted to know about tofu. If it's true that it raises the estrogens in the body.
Yes, he is continuously worried about his body complex,
Yes.
the appearance of the body complex. This is an Earth distortion
Yes, it is.
that has been set forth by the not so light ones. These are traps of the ego, essentially. He is learning this. The this will do this compound, the phytoestrogen based in, so I use his vernacular because he is correct, does have a small role to play in the deliverance of estrogen to the human body complex. This is not enough to cause any type of distortion unless eaten all day, every day on them. A well balanced diet of fruits and vegetables will be suffice.
Okay. Tell me about his accident when he was 27 years old. What was that all about?
This is the dark ones.
Ah.
The dark ones have manipulated. He knows. He knows this.
Mm.
The dark ones, he came to this conclusion already. He was under the manipulation of a dark, what you call spell, under the spell of the dark ones upon that time, which are now being alleviated as we speak. The light on your planet right now has never been.
Mm. Okay. So it was, I imagine it was to dim his light.
The dark ones saw an opening in Joseph's auric field and took it based on the parasitic relationship. Joseph's auric field being such high energy being, there was a lot of energy being able to be drained in the form of food from Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
So this is difficult to talk about. He gets upset, but it is true. It is true, and he's well aware that he has healed from that at this point, and continues to heal from things in the past. And yes, that's really all we wish to say about that.
Okay. All right. Okay. So right now, then his receding gums, and his knees and joints have been all healed.
Yes, we will continue to keep an eye.
Okay. All right. Um,
We would like Joseph to know that we are in full contact with him at all times. This is a very difficult place, the planetary complex that you all are incarnated on, because there is a quarantine veil that has been implemented, which is being lifted currently, but yet still at the current time in this now moment is still there. Some things happen at a very slow rate compared to what we normally are used to and what he would be used to. So they have to filter down the through the mind. This takes time. So when the communication will not be at first as clear as perhaps maybe at this given moment. However, he's well aware and has had communication before that these that it is possible and that communication is coming from indeed us, and he can verify that. He knows the methods to do that as well. However, that being said, there are two beings that did say that did speak today through Joseph,
mhm.
which will communicate through thought form, not through verbal communication. You will not be able to access the communication the way that I'm doing it right now, but more in thought form. And this is simply because the vibrational difference is too different. It's too high. It may even cause pain so high
Mm.
from your level of intensity at this time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, do you have anything else that you want to tell Joseph before we go?
Must reinforce his strength, which is his heart. must continue to do this. Must continue to spread love upon this earth. Now, knowing this, he will be more confident. And we are here. This is not the end all be all. We are here at all different times throughout the day and throughout the night, and whenever he may need us, just merely ask. He will continue to unfold his envelope to find the letter inside and the present inside. He has set it up for this. He has set it up to happen this way. This can only happen this way because it is so traumatic of a experience to be incarnated on your planet from his vibrational, his normal, or what you would perceive to be his everyday vibrational field. It is difficult to be here. I must stress that. I cannot stress that enough from his perspective as well. He feels it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he has set it up is for him to unfold this envelope piece by piece by piece by piece until the full letter is shown. And then the present will present itself at that present moment. This is the way he has set it up for you, and this is the way it should be.
Okay, perfect. So are we complete for today?
We are complete for today.